Hi everyone, welcome to today's quick tutorial on cloud computing. You may have heard people say, I saved it on the cloud, or my photos are backed up on the cloud. But what does that mean? Is the cloud just somewhere in the sky? Like where is it? So today we're just going to break it down in simple ways with using examples that you already know, like photos, homework, and online apps. So let's start with what is a cloud? And what is the cloud? So essentially, the cloud is just a way to use apps, store files, and run technology using the internet instead of just with one device. So when you save a photo or play a game online, you may be using cloud computing. The simple definition is really this. Cloud computing means using powerful computers called servers throughout the internet. And these servers aren't just sitting inside your laptop. They're really located somewhere else in a secure location in buildings called data centers. Think about this. Have you ever started homework on one device and then opened it up later from another device? That means you've used the cloud. So you can use the cloud to store photos, homework, and project files. You can use it for online apps like docs, games, and emails. You can share it with working throughout different devices, and you can stream, which is essentially just videos, music, classes, and meetings. And an easy way to understand the cloud is to think of it like a digital library. You don't really need to carry every single book with you. You just go in, search for what you need, and access it whenever you want. The cloud works in the exact same way. You log in, you use your files, apps, or services whenever you leave them, and keep them right back. So now that we understand what the cloud is, let's actually look for where your data goes. So this is the part where it actually surprises many students. The cloud isn't just, well, we already explained, the cloud isn't just floating in the sky. Your data is stored on real physical servers inside secure data centers. When you upload a file, photo, video, or app request, that request starts from your device. Then the internet carries it on that request through networks until it gets to a cloud provider. The cloud provider's data center receives it, and the servers inside the data center store, process, protect, and send the result back. Then you can access that file or app from a laptop, tablet, or phone. So let's walk through those 4 steps. Step 1, where you upload or request it. So you just ask one of those companies to just ask it for to take a file, photo, or video. Step 2, the internet just carries it travels the request and until it reaches the cloud provider. Step 3, the data center response inside the data center serves, store, and processes the information. And step 4, you can just access it anywhere once the information is stored in the cloud. You can log in from different devices and continue working. So one example that would be important is that imagine you are working on a group project. Using different devices, one student writes the introduction, another adds images, another edits the final version, and everyone can work on the same file because the file is stored in the cloud and not just on one student's laptop. So really, the benefits are really good since you don't really need to carry a USB drive. Back before we had cloud, we had to store them on these really small drives, which could be lost easily. Group work can happen in real time, and if your device breaks, your files can still back up in the cloud and your work isn't lost forever. So here's a quick activity you can actually do. Pick one app you use every day, maybe Google Drive, YouTube, Gmail, or iCloud, and ask yourself, what part of this app is actually running on the cloud? So now that we know where the data is stored, let's look at major companies that provide cloud services. So there are technically 3 major cloud providers that you'll often hear about. Amazon Web Services, or for short AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. These companies operate large global cloud platforms, which means they provide the servers, storage, networking, databases, security tools, and many other services that businesses, school governments, and app developers use. So, AWS, like we said, is Amazon's cloud platform. Many companies use it to build websites, apps, and databases to store all their massive amounts of data. Microsoft Azure is commonly used by businesses that already use Microsoft since of all the technical benefits that they would get from it. And Google Cloud is Google's cloud platform. It is often connected with data, AI, analytics, and applications that need Google scale infrastructure. So think of these companies like a giant technology utility provider. Just like a city provides electricity or water, cloud providers give companies access to these computing powers, storage, and technology services when they need them. You do not usually know where the exact building or your data is stored. Cloud providers publicly share regions and zones, but exact physical addresses are usually not shown for security reasons. What matters is that the data is stored in real data centers around the world, and not somewhere, well, imaginary. So, really, the big takeaway from this is that the cloud is not just magic. The cloud is a network of powerful computers and secure data centers connected through the internet. It helps us store files, use apps, share information, stream content, and work together and access technology from almost anywhere. Thank you for watching.